So welcome back everybody. We are in the lovely paradise called Bali, Indonesia, and look who's sitting here right next to me. Hello Don, great to see you back.
Good to see you. I love Australians.
And so Australia loves you too.
Oh, nice.
Now we just caught up here in at Genius Cafe in Sanur, not far away from where your son obviously opened up his center.
Yeah, his healing hub.
That's right. What sort of things is he doing there over now?
He has people there and he gets them to do fasting.
Yep.
And healing themselves, and then he knows each person's diseases. And I'm just thankful that I've shared with him what to do with nature's plants to heal all this kind of stuff. I'm just thankful that he's taking everything and more that I've taught and putting it out there.
Absolutely. And obviously it all started with you. You've planted the right seeds.
Yeah.
It's great also to see that Don, after, we just caught up and apparently you had quite a bit of accident that happened not too long ago, which shook you up in a big way. But I love the story. So guys, we're going to hear from Don now what exactly happened and how that also blends in again and cements back the valuable teachings that Don has been sharing with us for the last few decades. So exactly what happened, Don, with the accident?
I was walking in an empty parking lot and a car hit me from behind. It was doing 40 miles an hour and it just smashed me. And I went up into the air and then smashed into the pavement. I don't even know how long I was laying there. But a friend showed up because I had pulled up my phone and I could just barely text, asking to come get me. But it was interesting because the surveillance camera had me on there. And they were going to take me to the emergency hospital, which they did. And they said, "Do you realize you're being targeted?" And I said, "Well, yes." I didn't know if I should say anything or not. But I'm the enemy of the pharmaceutical industry.
Yep.
I'm one of their biggest enemies, and I've been teaching it for 57 years. Getting it out there to stay away from pharmaceutical drugs. And 90% of the injuries, the surgeries that doctors want to do. The only reason people wind up in wheelchairs is because the doctor tells them they have to have a spinal surgery. If you ever have a spinal surgery, 95% you're going to be in a wheelchair the rest of your life.
Yep. Which is an interesting one back to your accident, because obviously you had 13 ribs smashed and all sorts of other broken bones.
The bones were smashed in my face, my skull was cracked. 13 shattered ribs, the bones in my hand, the carpal bones were shattered to pieces.
Yep.
And anyway, when I was picked up and taken to the hospital, the next day or two, I don't know how long it took, 7 doctors came in and said, "You're so lucky you were brought here by your friend. And I just want you to know that we're going to have to cut out your eyeballs." And the truth is, my eyes were swollen up that big and I couldn't even see. And they said, "We're going to have to cut out your eyeballs. We can put in glass eyeballs, or you can just wear a mask the rest of your life." They said, "You have 13 broken ribs that are shattered, but there's nothing we can do there. Your hands, the bones are all shattered, but we can replace those
With bionics?
with artificial ones," and blah, blah, blah.
They wanted to turn you in RoboCop.
And I refused it all. What was that?
They wanted to turn you in RoboCop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cowboy Don Robo.
And I just absolutely refused everything. And my friend Tom Lukes is the one that got there, to be there with me and blah, blah, blah. And I said I refused to do it. And the 7 doctors that were standing all around the bed in the hospital, they were so angry. And they took their things they were holding, they threw them down, smashed them on the floor, and walked out. Because they lost $240,000 because I refused everything. They were angry.